Dear students, now we see Standard 8 Science Unit 21 Crop Protection and Management. Plants and animals are the main source of food for all the organisms. In order to provide food for large population, production, proper planning, management and distribution of food is needed. Farmers are faced with the challenge of producing sufficient crops to meet the growing demand while maintaining the quality and the quantity of resources for future generations. Now we will see about the agricultural practices. Agriculture has always been the backbone of our country's economy. Ever since the Green Revolution, we have been cultivating different types of crops to cater the increasing demand. In our country, the following three categories of crops are Kharif crop, Rabi crop, and Zaid crops. First one is the Kharif crop. The crop which are sown in the rainy season, that is known as the Kharif crop. For example, paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut and cotton. Rabi crop. The crops grown in winter season is called as the Rabi crop. For example, wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseed. The last one is Zaid crop. The crop which are grown in summer season is called as the Zaid crop. For example, muskmelon, watermelon, cucumber. Now we will see about the soil preparation. The most important aspect in agricultural processes is the loosen the topsoil. The loosened soil help in the growth of earthworm and soil microbes. These organisms add humus to the soil and are friendly to farmers. Plants absorb water, minerals, nutrients, and air from the soil through their roots. The soil is prepared by the following methods: ploughing, leveling, and basal manuring. First one is the ploughing. Ploughing or tilling is the process of loosening and turning the soil up and down to facilitate the availability of nutrients in the root zone of the cultivating crop. Plough is mainly used for tilling the soil to add fertilizers to the crop, remove weeds and other waste materials from the field, and so to turn the soil. Hoe. It is the simple tool which is used to till the land, remove weeds and dig up soil. It has a long wooden rod with a bent iron plate at the one end. The other end may be attached to an animal. Cultivator. Cultivators are driven by tractor. Cultivators also kill weeds and dig up unwanted vegetation available in the field. Nowadays, plowing is done by tractor driven cultivator. The use of cultivator saves labor and time. Leveling. Once the field is plowed, the topsoil is quite loose. The leveling of soil is done with an implement called a leveler, which is a heavy wooden or iron plank. Leveling of the field also help in uniform distribution of water during irrigation. Sowing of seed. This is the second step in crop protection. Once the soil preparing is over, sowing of seeds can be done. Sowing is actual process of planting the seeds in the soil. Some of the types are used for sowing the seed. First one is the sowing by hand. The scattering of seed by hand is the simplest method of sowing seeds. This method is called as broadcasting. This is the most economical method of sowing seed. Another type is seed drill. Seed drill is a modern method of sowing seeds. It is a better and more efficient method than sowing by hand. It is usually done by hand. It is usually done by attaching iron drill to a tractor. Dibbling. It is a placement of seed material in a furrow pit or hole at the predetermined spacing, the dibble more commonly by hand. Soil around the hole is pressed with a hand or leg for moist soil contact. Adding manure and fertilizers. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients to enhance the growth of the plants are called manure and fertilizers. Manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plants or animal waste. Farmers dump plant and animal waste in pits at open space and allow it to decompose. The decomposed matter is used as organic manure. Fertilizer is as a substance which is added to the soil to improve plants' growth and yield. Fertilizers are composed mainly of urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, and NPK. NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Irrigation. Water is important for the proper growth and development of plants. Plants absorb water from their surrounding with the help of their root system. The supply of water to crops at regular intervals is called as irrigation. Irrigation can be carried out by two different methods. One is traditional methods and the another one is modern methods. Traditional method. In these methods, irrigation is done manually. Here the farmers pull out water from wells and canals by himself or using cattles and carries to farming field. Pumps are also commonly used for lifting water from various sources. Modern methods. The modern irrigation methods help to overcome what the problems exist in the traditional methods. It also facilitates the even distribution of moisture in the field. The modern methods involve two systems. One is sprinkler system and the another one is drip system. First one is the sprinkler system. A sprinkler system sprinkles water over a crop and helps in even distribution of water. This method is much advisable in areas facing water scarcity. Here a pump which generates pressure is connected to pipes and water is sprinkled through the fine nozzle of pipes. Drip system. In the drip system, water is released drop by drop exactly at the root zone using a hose or pipe. This method is considered as the effective one in regions where the availability of water is less. Weeding. In the agricultural field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the main crop. These undesirable plants are called weeds. The removal of weeds is called weeding. Weeding is an important process because weeds compete with the crop plants for their nutrients, sunlight, water, space, and other resources. Harvesting of crops. The process of cutting and gathering a crop is called harvesting. Different methods are used for harvesting. First one is manual harvesting. This is the major method of harvesting in India. Certain crops are harvested without using tools. Mechanical method. Harvesting in our country is generally done by employing the laborers with the help of arm instruments like sickle. This method is suitable for small size farmers only. Machine harvesting. This harvesting method is used in large size agricultural fields. The term harvesting also includes the immediate post harvest practices such as threshing and winnowing. Threshing and winnowing. The process of separating the grains from their chaffs or parts is known as the threshing. After threshing, we must separate the grains from the chaff. Winnowing is the process of separating the grains. Now we will learn about the storage of food grains. Storage is an important aspect of post-harvest technology because the crop is seasonally produced but consumed throughout the year. Therefore, supply of the produce has been maintained by proper storage food grains. The first one is the seed bank. Seed bank is a place where seeds are stored in order to preserve genetic diversity. Seeds may be viable for hundreds or even thousands of years. Seed banks are like seed libraries that contain valuable information about evolution strategies of plants. Seed balls. Seed balls are mixture of soil, compost and plant seeds. These balls are thrown into the land areas. With the monsoon set in, these planted seed balls will germinate into seedling. Making seed ball is a step towards conserving the natural ecosystem. Now we will learn about the bioindicators. Biological indicators are used to document and understanding changes in the earth living system, especially changes caused by the activities of expanding human population. Biological indicators characterize or state of an ecosystem and brings its modification. For example, lichen is a natural lichen is a natural bioindicator of climate change and air pollution effect. Now we'll see about the agricultural research institutions. Agricultural research institutions formulate the agricultural practices based on recent research results and farmers' needs. Indian Agricultural Research Institute. The Indian Agricultural Research Institute is a national institute for agricultural research, education and extension. IARI is commonly known as Pusa Institute. Now the next research is Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research is an autonomous body responsible for coordinating agricultural education under the Department of Agricultural Research and Education, Ministry of Agriculture. It is the largest network of agricultural research and educating in the world. Foliar sprays. Foliar feeding is a technique of feeding plants by applying liquid fertilizer directly to their leaves. Plants are able to absorb essential elements through the stomata in their leaves, but the total absorption takes place through the epidermis. Next topic is the Panchagavya. Panchagavya is a promoter with a combination of products obtained from cow, which include cow dung, cow's urine, milk curd and ghee. All the 5 products are collectively termed as Panchagavya. It has the potential to play the role of promoting growth and providing immunity booster. It provides resistance to pests and increases the overall yield. It can be prepared by the farmers themselves with the material available on the farm. Next one is the biocontrol methods. Biocontrol or biological control is the method of controlling pests such as insect, mite, weed and plant diseases using other organisms. Biopredators, biopesticides, biorepellents, biofertilizers are used for controlling microorganisms which cause damage to crops, pests and insects. First one is the biopesticide. Biopesticides are living organisms or their derivates which are used as biocontrol agents to protect crop against the insect pests. Biopesticides are of different types based on the origin. Biofertilizer. Biofertilizers are organisms which can bring about soil nutrient enrichment. Nitrogen fixing microorganisms have the capability of converting the free nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds and make the soil fertilized. The main source of biofertilizers is cyanobacteria and certain fungi. Thank you, students.